Super happy to see you here. This is Karthik. I want to welcome you into this channel. And this video is going to be a super special one because in this video, I'm going to be giving you a spiritual angle to productivity. Let's dive straight into this and let's get started. Okay, so even before we get started, let's understand what's the definition or what's the ultimate goal of being spiritual. Okay, this is according to the Vedic tradition of systems. There are a lot of traditions that we have, but I just want to share this on the basis of the Vedic, system of being spiritual. So the first thing is, if you are someone who's on this path of being spiritual, the ultimate goal is to be liberated, right? It's about you attaining that moksha or mukti, where the soul reaches the super soul, and there's no more rebirth of that soul. In English, we call it as liberation. So that's the ultimate goal of being spiritual. So now let's understand what's the ultimate goal of being productive or becoming productive, right? So what's the definition? To enable individuals to live fulfilling lives, make meaningful contributions to society, and achieve their goals with a sense of purpose and accomplishment. So that's the definition of being productive. So let me give you a different angle or my definition of being productive. All right. So in the same context of being spiritual, so I want to say that being productive is about liberating yourself by breaking beyond the boundaries that your mind sets on you, or by allowing the society to set the limitations on us. The society around us, not because they're bad or whatever might be the other reason, because they haven't learned the real way of looking at life, or a different way of understanding, or having a different perspective about life. Therefore, they think the limitations that they have has to be the limitations for others as well. So they keep imposing these limitations on everyone else. It can be you imposing a limitation on someone else, or someone else doing that for you. Either way, it's possible. And the other thing is your mind that keeps telling you that you cannot do this, or you're not right for this, you're not the right fit for this, you do not have certain things, therefore you cannot accomplish these goals, and so many different thought patterns, and the little voice that goes on in our head that keeps setting boundaries around us and stops us from achieving those dreams and goals and aspirations that we truly have inside our heart. So this is the definition. Okay, so now let's understand the three paths of liberation. That's as per the Vedic system, the Vedic tradition. The first path to liberation is what is called as the karma marga, right? And the English translation of this is you being in that path of action, in that mode of taking action. Let me just give you the context here. A lot of individuals, right? Like we live in a day and age where we have so much of information getting pounded through mobiles, through a lot of other channels, that it becomes very distracting on a day-to-day basis. And if we are dealing with so much of distraction, what happens is that it becomes very difficult to take action and keep taking consistent action. Let me know in the comment box if that's one of the challenges that you face on a daily basis. You want to be productive, but somehow you face this distractions consistently, and it's kind of become a loop now in your life, right? Just let me know in the comment box. So that's the first one. Starting off, taking action. It might not be the best action, but with the information that you have, with the current amount of knowledge or the set of instructions that you have, just taking action and just being consistent on that path of taking action. So that's the first path of karma marga. And even in spiritual sense, for you to attain mukti, you have to start taking action, and listen to your teachers, listen to your guru, and just be on that path first of all. So that's the first one, karma marga. So let's understand the second path that can help people in the spiritual process to get that, to attain liberation. So the next one is bhakti marga. And if I have to translate this, bhakti is more about, how dedicated are you to the process? How disciplined are you to the process that your master or the teacher or the guru asks you to follow? So that's true bhakti. And bhakti is also about devotion, devotion to the Lord, devotion to the Supreme. And even in the case of you trying to become a productive individual, you trying to become a productive husband, because that's what I work, that's the group of individuals that I work with. I work with working husbands who want to become productive. So if you're someone, I would leave a link through which you can join my next masterclass. So Bhakti Marga helps you attain, that dedication, helps you have that dedication to the process while you take action. So you're amplifying your probability of achieving your results faster, because now you're on a consistent action path, and also now you're dedicated to the process. And when you're dedicated to the process, the other thing that happens is you're not too anxious about the results. You're just dedicated to the process. You're in a flow state, and therefore the concept of really having a very specific goal and trying to attain that will not bother. You can still have those goals, but it does not going to bother you or make you anxious, because you're dedicated to the process. So now, with a certain information that you have, let's say you start taking action and you follow a specific path. One of the big challenges that people face is they have multiple models which they collect from the internet, and they cannot even focus on one model. They take step one from here, step two from there, and they mix things up, and they can never be dedicated or disciplined on a specific path, because there's no specific path. It's a kind of a mixture of a lot of different models put together. Okay. And what happens because of that is a lot of people quit, thinking, okay, this is not for me because this doesn't work. So therefore, it's very important that you also stay dedicated to a specific process. If that doesn't work, you can always change the process, right? You can change the information and you can try out different paths. But when you're starting off with the information that you have, with the kind of process that is given to you, stay disciplined, stay dedicated to that. So that's the second path. Okay, the third path in the process of in the spiritual process is gnaana marga. It's gnaana marga, which is about you having a special knowledge or you acquiring a special knowledge. So in this day and age, because of the distractions and all the other things that we deal with, a lot of times it happens that we don't even try a specific thing. We don't even get into that mode of dedication to a specific process, and we just reject, saying this is not something that's going to work. And the way for you to become productive is, as I said, first take action, stay dedicated to the path. And when you continuously do these two steps, what's going to happen is you're going to acquire a special jnana or a special knowledge, which is going to help you, first of all, mimic others, because you're acquiring information, and then you start modeling from a lot of other different models that you have been dedicatedly following. And what that creates is a mastery, which is about a special knowledge that you are going to acquire for yourself, that's going to help you be on this path of attaining your productivity goals, which is about, first of all, feeling fulfilled, first of all, having that happy feeling, and also contributing towards society in being in that mode of service and helping others also attain their goals and their, whatever things that they have planned for in their lives. So I hope this was something that was valuable to you. And if you're someone who's still finding or trying to find the next path or next process, I will leave a link through which you can join other husbands, other working husbands who are trying to achieve their productivity goals, trying to build a lifestyle of productivity. And you can also be part of this group, this tribe, and start being on this path, on this process of you becoming a productive husband. So I hope this was valuable. Let me know in the comment box what you felt about this, what you thought about this. Let me know what kind of process that you follow that has been helping you, or something that you need help with. Thank you so much for being here and for fully going through this video. I really look forward to reading your comments. Do subscribe and like if you like this content, and I'll catch you soon in the next one.